One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Purdue Boilermakers, Ross Age Stadium in West Lafayette, Indiana. As we'll see, the number 25 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the Purdue Boilermakers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Boilermakers offense is on the field for the first time today. What a great group of receivers they run out there, and a staunch, stout defense they'll be running into. Jesse, how are they going to get open? How does this defense keep them in check?
Well, I think one thing this receiving group knows to have success in this game against this defense is it's going to take all of them. It's not just going to be one guy making all the plays. They're all going to have to be able to step up and, David, take advantage of their own individual one-on-one opportunities when those chances come their way.
Well, and I think that's what's good about this offense, their strength in numbers. It's not just one guy that you can take away. There's several receivers that can make plays. That stresses the defense. Like, find the weakness, go after him. That guy can win. So it'll be a fun individual matchup.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
That's a backbreaker if you're the offensive coordinator, because on the first down, you ran the ball, had a really nice gain. Short yardage situation, you just get completely blown up, and now you're having to probably dial up a...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
And that is how you silence this raucous crowd. Defensively on the road. First drive of the game, setting the tone, getting a huge sack on third down.
The Boilermakers send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. So USC's offense has the ball for the first time. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's loose. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. Didn't really have room to operate on the return, but he hands him the ball at the 32. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. The margin for error so small in a conference like this, and in Big Ten play, really imperative to get off to a good start.
Really focus on all offseason getting off to such a great start, right? Start fast, win our conference. Well, this is step one, and so I think you're so tired of hitting your own color jerseys, by the way. You're excited when you get in conference play. You start to get some of that familiarity, some of that also that hatred that you have for these other teams. So
he puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Boilermakers will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. They'll put this one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the ground. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Wants to go up top. got it in the middle. It's Lane. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. They'll try to run for it. The Trojans will keep this drive going.
And that's so tough as a defense because they only got to get inches. But I got to find a way to somehow get a knockback. Stop the running back's feet right there. I couldn't do it. He gets downhill just enough, and he gets
just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
And that is the way you set the tone. Man, early and often. Here in the first quarter, getting your first sack. Nice job by this defense. They had 4 last week, and it's looking like today it's going to be more of the same.
Slithers into space. It's a seam wide open. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There's so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
To throw, it's Mayava. Finds his man. It's Lemon.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll keep it on the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah, that's a really good job by the defense because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both. Got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Quarterback moving. And he'll slide after picking up the first down.
This quarterback, man, looks like he's playing angry right now. He did not like that interception he threw the last time out on the field. You could see on the sidelines, guys, he could not wait to get back out there. And that time, it was like he was running mad. I don't even know if he really wanted to throw that ball. He just wanted to take off, scramble, go get the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
The Trojans will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
And the Trojans have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans! Timely decisions, effective play management helps him get in the end zone after that marathon drive.
And every time the offense needed to play, boom, they got it. I mean, you think about it. Whether it was a small run, small pass, whatever they needed, they got it done, and they popped it in for the score.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blocker. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give on the option. Stopped in the backfield, and that'll be a loss of 2. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying play action. And he fires a dirt ball. Man, oh man, would he like to have that pass back. One final play before the end of the quarter. Defense looks as if it's coming. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And that's going to be knocked away and incomplete as time has expired here in the first quarter. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. The Boilermakers will call on their punt team. He's got it near midfield. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. On the ground, it's Sanders. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Here's a heat, and the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Trojans will line up to punt it away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. They boot it away. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. The Purdue offense heads back out to the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll try the run. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case, and there, they try to run the football in the first play.
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the 2nd play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Boilermakers will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got...
There he goes! He'll work his way down to the 28. What perfect execution on that big run. Everything perfectly blocked, and this guy doesn't need a lot of room.
I love how this offensive line communicates and works up front. You see guys winning their one-on-one battles. There's double teams happening. Guys are getting into the 2nd level and creating big lanes for this running back.
And those are tough passes when you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines. It's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
How bold will they be on 3rd down after that last run? Back to pass, it's Mayava. He caught it, and he wanted the score badly, but the defense wrestles him down at the 2. The Trojans will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That touchdown gives his team a pretty significant lead at this point.
And that's what you want. You want to start fast. You want everything to come out and start clicking, make some plays. It doesn't always work that way, but when you do, man, the energy, the crowd, everybody's into it. Now the other team better respond.
He'll bring it out. It's Jackson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Leaves it with the back. He kept those legs moving, got 3 out to the 19. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they built a lead.
And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. The Boilermakers will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Wide open, and it's a foot race. You want to talk about dynamic ability to flip a field on display right there. And it was just about a return for a touchdown. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Stopped at the 13-yard line. The return after the interception has them in business. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Caught behind the line. It's Watson.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation. And now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play something.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Got his man downfield. To running room. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They just keep firing. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. He's got him. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Deep shot for the end zone. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Boilermakers line up to punt it away. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the 1st play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a run.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Time to take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Making side adjustments here. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's got his man. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Gets it away, solid distance, but more importantly, trying to keep it away from that return man. Fires to the big fella. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Offense gets set for second down. Catch in the middle, it's Moore. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Zings it complete to the right. He makes a little bit of headway and is pushed out of bounds at the 43.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. Offense calls a timeout here, critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together. The Boilermakers decide to punt it away. And they'll get downfield and make the tackle right at the 16-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field goal.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Just over 30 seconds to play here in the first half as they take over 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. Finds his big tight end. Knocked off his feet. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Going downfield for the big play. The pass is incomplete and 1 second is left.
Well, the offense is doing their best to try and at least get into field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they take a vertical shot down the field, but give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. They're able to break on the ball and make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. He'll take another shot here. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, yeoman's work so far in West Lafayette today, and welcome into the halftime update.
And the Boilermakers will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the scoreboard. The bad news is your quarterback doesn't feel like it because you can't protect him. So, David, adjustments in pass protection, that has to be something they were talking about here at halftime.
100%. You can't get him hit that much. He's still doing a good job delivering the football, but if you keep hitting the quarterback enough, man, they'll start to see ghosts, they'll panic, and they'll make some of those mistakes.
Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Rush is on him. Oh, does he turn that loose down the middle? Almost intercepted, and what a momentum swing that could have been, but they still force a fourth down. And the Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. Makes the signal, secures the fair catch, and they'll put it in play at the 37. First play of the drive comes from the 38. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snagged out of the air. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D-linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's McCoby. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Boilermakers! Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Using his legs, it's Sanders. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now on first down from the 28. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Good route on the comeback, and he makes the catch. And he's down after the short completion. He did not make it to the first down marker. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught over the middle, it's Lemon. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. The Trojans are on the move. Might be changing the route. Wants to throw on first down. Incomplete, and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be 2nd down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Fires to the wideout. And the 3rd down pass is knocked away by the D. And the Trojans will punt it away on 4th down.
Number 8 in punt formation to kick it away.
Punt will bounce out of bounds, and they're going to spot it at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Looking to fire. Sets up the screen. Plows through the defense. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves them with 3rd and 2. The Boilermakers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Now the play fake. Finds his tight end. All down, and he has enough to move the chains. The Boilermakers have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw again. Grabbed over the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. The give to the back. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. The Boilermakers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Going to try to get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets this.
Turning on the Jets. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
Big 3rd down there for the quarterback, and he knew where his best chance was at getting that first. He found the curl route, made an accurate throw, and as a result, the offense stays on the field.
Quickly complete. That throw and catch gets them down to the 6, and the defense is running out of answers. And the Boilermakers will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. Wants to go up top. Grabbed behind the line. It's Thomas. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't quite hook up, trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. And he'll try it from the right hash, and the angle shouldn't be too bad from this distance. Absolutely perfect. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Hand off from the shotgun. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line. The Trojans can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33. Time winding down in the... They come to the line. They go to the ground. And he was able to pick his way for just a few yards, and that'll wrap up the 3rd quarter. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. 1 more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll give it to the back. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to surprise him with the pass. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. And the Trojans come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Give to the back. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Snagged in the middle. It's Lemon. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Catch in the middle, it's Lane. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Fires into the end zone. Touchdown USC! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the 4th quarter, everything going in their direction.
Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. That's caught. It's Jackson. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Boilermakers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
The Boilermakers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving.
And this defense is perfectly fine with that. When you're up a couple possessions, you want everything.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now 3rd and long and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. He's looking downfield to throw. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down.
Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. The Boilermakers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To the air on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position number 1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He lobs one high down the left side. Makes the catch. Converts on 4th down. Is still on his feet. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Purdue!
Well, the offense did their part. They're just trying to apply some pressure on the opponent, right? Yeah, you're down right now, but if you can find a way to get the ball back with some time on the clock, they're within striking distance still to win this game.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. The Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going back to the ground. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running behind that left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
The give out of the gun. They stop him again, and not only that, they've made this 4th down that much harder. The punt unit. It came down to the final quarter. Clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.